Okay, it's February 13th. The judge signed the order giving us back our 2 parking spots on the 3rd. So for the last 10 days, they've been parking in our spots. I'm not going to talk to the manager. I'm not going to call the owner. I'm going to call the police. Get your vehicles off my property. Okay, in the continuing saga of the property line dispute, the ignorant manager of the other building took down my sign and called the police. And the police cannot take sides right now, so they put the sign back on my patio. So the owner of this other building is a real ignorant cuss, and I guess he just doesn't want to live in harmony. Huh. It's February 15th, and the continuing saga of the property line dispute. They refuse to give up 2 spots. They're in violation of a court order. That's contempt of court. They're still parked in 2 spots. Our lawyer is going to call their lawyer and inform their lawyer to inform their client, his client, to surrender the 2 spots which they should have done 11 days ago. Idiots. It's February 16th, 13 days after the court order was signed by the judge, and they're still parking in our 2 parking spots. February 17th, 14 days after the court order, and they're still parking in our parking spots. Tomorrow is the day I call the police to get them to move. Okay, in this continuing saga of a property line dispute, I thought this was going to be settled once we won back these 2 parking spots in question on February 3rd, signed by a judge. So we have a court order saying that we now own these 2 parking spots belonging to this building, 265, no longer belonging to that building, 301. Property line goes straight up the middle of the parking lot, and they own what is called in easement rights and property descriptions a tennis court. The tennis court has not been maintained, and ramps were created on the tennis court by 301. So the police told 301 yesterday that they're to give up these 2 spots. Since then, they have posted a sign that is telling 265 to keep off. They actually can't do that because I have a declaration of easement signed back in 1979 when they bought the property that says everybody in this subdivision has a right to use this common area regardless of who owns it, especially 265. It's mentioned in the declaration that 265 has easement rights to this tennis court, what's supposed to be a tennis court. So posting this private property, no trespassing, 265, keep off, they can't do that. We might not be able to park up there. It really isn't a parking lot, but they did create ramps on it, which makes it inviting for vehicles. Now, maybe they can keep vehicles off of there, but they can't keep 265 off of there, knowing that manager's demeanor. He will keep 265 off, but let 301 go on the property. which is discriminatory. He can't do that. So that sign right there really is meaningless, because my declaration of easement says all of Valley Forge subdivision has a right to use this common area. Well, you know, this just isn't going to go away. They're sore losers since they lost the 2 parking spots, and this is just going to be a continuing saga, and I don't know when it's going to end. Okay, I put my sign back up, and isn't that discrimination? We have to keep off, but nobody else does.